Now attempt to generate a feeling. Any feeling, doesn't matter. As long as you show yourself that you can choose. Just generate a feeling, a state of being. Pick one. I suggest bliss, but if you have issues with bliss, then maybe you have less issues with depression. You can choose depression. Depression is more comfortable. You can choose that. Anxiety. Many people are very comfortable with anxiety. You can choose that too. You can choose a sense of love, perhaps, if you don't have any issues with it. Which, again, just means you don't believe any negative idea about it. Then you can just let it come in. You cannot choose the state of being that you have resistance towards. So if you cannot choose bliss for some reason, then there must be a resistance. If you cannot choose happiness, if you cannot choose to be nicely grounded, happy, free, alive, awake, then you must have a negative connotation attached to happiness. And many people do. Happiness means many things to many people. But so many people, when they feel contracted, they don't realize it is because they've tied their state of being to an event. You don't have to do that. You're allowed to, but that's a choice. It's still not actually attached to the circumstance. When you choose to feel like you are attached to the circumstance, like you are dependent upon your circumstances to feel a certain way, to act a certain way, to express yourself in a certain way, to see from a certain point of view, if you believe that is, if you feel like that is somehow tied to something that happened to you, to your body, to your mind, to your loved one, to your bank account perhaps, if you believe that your state of being is tied to that, if you feel like it is, then that's still not actually the case. The empty bank account is not transmitting a feeling to you. Just like a filled up bank account does not transmit a feeling to you. A loved one passing on does not transmit a feeling to you. A loved one entering your life does not transmit a feeling to you. The chair you're sitting on is not transmitting a feeling to you. But if you believe it means the world to you, then if I start punching it, you'll freak out. And if I start caressing it, you'll be jealous. But the chair does not transmit any feeling to you. It's your choice. So even when it feels like you're attached to your circumstances and other people and events in your life, you are choosing to generate that feeling of attachment, which is happening inside of your consciousness and has nothing to do with the projection that we call the circumstances. So even when you feel attached, you are choosing the state of being, which is free of attachment. You're choosing that. So it's your free will, it's your free agency, it's your birthright, before birthright, to choose whatever you want to experience yourself as. And so you always experience how you choose to experience yourself. Now this is the key to making bliss a more direct thing, more of a choice. It's to realize that you have a choice. Of course, you cannot choose bliss if you don't realize or believe that you have a choice, if you've not confirmed that for yourself. So the direct path is to simply choose bliss. That's the most direct path. If you can't cope with that, if you can't believe that, if it doesn't quite feel real to you yet, that's great. You should just honor that. But then investigate. Why is it that I believe I cannot simply choose to be happy right now, to be ecstatic, to feel loved and loved, or whatever your choice, your preference is? Why do I believe that I cannot simply, as the consciousness that I am, choose that frequency? Why do I believe that that cannot be? Am I waiting for something? Yes. What is it? What are you waiting for before you choose to be happy? Before you choose to be free? Before you choose to be yourself? What are you waiting for? What needs to happen first before you allow yourself to know that you're unconditionally loved and unconditionally free. Free to choose, free to be, free to express, free to feel whatever your beingness resonate with in that moment. What needs to happen first? What are you waiting for? Can you get that clear for yourself? Can you find something? And perhaps some of you may want to make a list when they get home. A list of things that need to happen before they can choose to feel free once again. But you see, if you feel that way, then underneath that there's an even deeper core belief, which is the belief that you are a victim. That you are a body-mind inside of an actual concrete alien universe that is separate from the body, that can inflict damage upon the body, that can harm the mind, threaten its privacy, its security, its safety, its comfort zone. That is a fundamental misunderstanding of your nature. You are consciousness only, consciousness directly.